अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज हम फर्स्ट ईयर इंग्लिश बुक 1 चैप्टर नंबर 9 द फुलिश क्वैक की एक्सरसाइज करेंगे। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है चूज द करेक्ट आंसर। वेयर डिड द ट्रैवलर्स स्टे? ऑप्शन ए इन एन इन, ऑप्शन बी इन अ जंगल, ऑप्शन सी इन अ हवेली, ऑप्शन डी अंडर अ क्लम्प ऑफ ट्रीज। ऑप्शन डी इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन, अंडर अ क्लम्प ऑफ ट्रीज। Why did the camel fall ill? Option A by heat stroke, option B by infection, option C when a melon struck in its throat, option D by poison. Option C is the correct option, when a melon struck in its throat. What did a quack claim to cure? Option A fever, option B goiter, option C headache, option D injury. Option B is the correct option, goiter. What had happened to the throat of an old woman? Option A infectious, option B swollen, option C wounded, option D paining. Option B is the correct option, swollen. What punishment did the villager propose on the death of the old woman? Option A to pay the damage, option B to be persecuted, option C to dig her grave, option D to be imprisoned. Option C is the correct option, to dig her grave. How was the quack treated when he had dug the grave? Option A honored, option B rewarded, option C beaten well, option D fined. Option C is the correct option, beaten well. What was the effect of punishment on the quack? Option A uninfluenced, option B influenced, option C left the profession, option D returned disgusted. Option A is the correct option, uninfluenced. What was the condition the quack suggested before treating an old man? Option A to lay the old man on the bed, option B not to be compelled to dig the grave, option C not to be made responsible for the death of the man, option D to have the fee first. Option B is the correct option, not to be compelled to dig the grave. Why did the quack return to the camel man instead of continuing his profession? Option A to befool them, option B to inquire the cause of death of an old woman, option C to blame them, option D to get his luggage. Option B is the correct option, to inquire the cause of death of an old woman. Who was proved stupid? Option A the camel man, option B old woman, option C the quack, option D a villager. Option C is the correct option, the quack. Question number 2 है, mark the sentences true or false. With the blow of mallet, the melon broke in the throat of the camel. True. The camel swallowed the broken melon and felt all right. True. The quack cured the old woman. False. The quack was compelled to dig the grave. True. The villagers of next village refused to get the old man treated. True. The quack returned to the camel man to tell them that they had shown the right way to cure the disease. False. The camel can bear the blow of a mallet, but not the old man. True. There was little effect of the blow of a whip on the camel. True. Question number 3 है, answer the following questions. What is a clump of trees? इसका आंसर है, a clump of trees is a group of trees growing close together. It may mean an oasis. What was stuck in the camel's throat? इसका आंसर है, a melon was stuck in the camel's throat. What did the quack pretend to cure? इसका आंसर है, he pretended to cure goiter. What did the quack do with the old woman? इसका आंसर है, he tied a blanket round her throat and hit it hard with a mallet. The old woman dead then and there. What was the result of the cure? इसका आंसर है the cure resulted in the death of woman. What was the punishment inflicted upon the quack by the villagers? इसका आंसर है they forced him to dig the grave of the woman. After this, they beat him hard and let him go. For whom did the quack dig the grave? इसका आंसर है he dug the grave for the old woman whom he had killed. What did the quack do in the next village? इसका आंसर है in the next village he again got ready to cure an old man of his goiter. But he asked the villagers not to force him to dig his grave if the old man dead. Why did the villagers not let the old man to be cured? इसका आंसर है when the quack talked about the grave of the old man, they did not allow him to cure the old man. Why did the quack come back to the camel man? इसका आंसर है the quack came back to the camel man to learn the right way to cure goiter. Question number 4 है answer the following questions in 50 to 100 words. First question है how did the camel man cure their camel? इसका आंसर है a melon had stuck in the throat of the camel. A camel man tied a blanket around its neck and hit it hard with a mallet. The melon broke and was swallowed easily. How did the quack try to cure the old woman? इसका आंसर है he tied a blanket around her throat and hit it hard with a mallet. She died then and there. How did the quack come to realize his error? इसका आंसर है when the camel man taught the quack the difference between a camel and a human. He to realize his mistake. How did the camel man prove the stupidity of the quack? इसका आंसर है the camel man proved the quack's stupidity by showing him the difference between a man and a camel. What lesson does the story teach? इसका आंसर है the story teaches us that we should not pretend to be what we are not. Otherwise, we will suffer. Question number 5 है use the correct forms of the verbs given in brackets in the following sentences. Some travelers stay to rest under a clump of trees. Stay की जगह stayed आ जाएगा. Some travelers stayed to rest under a clump of trees. The owners see this and fear to lose the animal. See की जगह saw आ जाएगा. Fear की जगह feared आ जाएगा. The owners saw this and feared to lose the animal. A man looked on and observed the proceeding. Look की जगह looked आ जाएगा और observe की जगह observed आ जाएगा. A man looked on and observed the proceeding. He tied up the woman's throat. Tie की जगह tied आ जाएगा. He tied up the woman's throat. They seized him to carry him before the king. Seize की जगह seized आ जाएगा. They seized him to carry him before the king. The man labored away with all his might. Labor की जगह labored आ जाएगा. The man labored with all his might. He finished his task and buried the victim. Finish की जगह finished आ जाएगा और bury की जगह buried आ जाएगा. He finished his task and buried the victim. The man mount his camel and go to the next village. Mount की जगह mounted आ जाएगा और go की जगह went आ जाएगा. The man mounted his camel and went to the next village. I meet an old woman who suffer from goiter. Meet की जगह met आ जाएगा. Suffer की जगह suffered आ जाएगा. I met an old woman who suffered from goiter. When consciousness returned, this bewildered victim inquired. Return की जगह returned आ जाएगा. Inquire की जगह inquired आ जाएगा. When consciousness returned, this bewildered victim inquired. Question number 7 है punctuate the following lines. यहाँ पे आपको इन लाइंस को पंक्चुएट करके दे दिया गया है. आई होप आपको आज की वीडियो पसंद आई होगी. अगर आपको आज की वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कर दें. नेक्स्ट वीडियो तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.